Greetings to the Next Dawn podcast. Here with us today is Marcus as
Zori. Hi.
Sam as
Gimble!
Skip you.
Alex as Alec as
Ren von Stromschlag.
Okay. Let's roll the D4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Alec.
Thank God.
I haven't done this yet.
Yeah. What
So,
did we do last time?
last time was an adventure. We finally began to actually make our way towards the castle with the portal that we've been supposed to be going to for
Many
sessions?
a long time
I've been
now.
refusing to go to.
Probably like
More like
month.
avoiding.
On our way, we encountered several stumbling blocks, one of which resulted in Zori accidentally removing the eye of her intended
Lover?
I don't want to
Something?
say girlfriend because I feel like that's a
Partner.
little too
Partner?
something along those lines.
Or do you invite number one?
After that debacle,
There was a tasty snake.
Lots of wine.
there was
A
that
tasty
also
fine
disappeared. We found out it's a celestial.
I didn't
Zori
disappear,
found
it
out
exploded.
it's an angel.
Hey.
Didn't tell us. So.
Nah.
Yotun tried to hide the fact that Netzeal was missing an eye.
It's not my truth to tell.
Just claimed that she had a black eye, and that's why there was a bandage over her face.
And then I ruined that.
And
A scream.
Gimble tried to catch a ride on Zori as Zori was flying in the sky in shame. Zori was not happy, so dropped Gimble from 1,000 feet.
It worked out. You didn't die.
I'm good.
We reached the pathway near the castle that we were intending on going to and found a field of flowers with demon faces. I was asked to destroy them,
Yes.
so I cast burning hands at the field and summoned seemingly
Hell.
hellfire.
Well, abyssal fire.
Yeah. We were chased by
Thing.
two very powerful looking individuals.
Demons. We do know.
Yes.
And
After I nearly got us killed by failing every skill check that I was given,
skill challenge.
I finally passed the last one with a good roll and managed to
Summon
have
a god.
a god of thunder fall from the sky and land on the
Storm
team.
giant god of thunder.
Yes.
That's quite the.
The storm giant god Anuk of Ysgard.
It's quite the acceleration
You
from
mean Asgard?
1 to 20.
Ysgard.
I think you're just ripping off Norse mythology.
No, this is from the goddamn DM's guide.
It
Ysgard
actually
is a
is.
thing.
Wizards of the Coast is ripping off Norse mythology.
They rip off everything.
There's literally a section in it called
Yeah.
Norse mythology
Yeah.
on how to rip off Norse
It's like
mythology.
Norse, there's like Norse,
It's even got the whole
Celtic,
naming
there's
scheme in the
Yeah.
back of the book.
Egyptian is also in there.
Yep.
We then reached the castle.
Don't forget
where
what
we-
bronze soldier that I have.
There was a couple sessions. Oh yeah, you do
Yeah.
have
He's
you
missing
have
his
an
eyeballs.
eyeless, unconscious mind.
No, he's not
dwarf.
unconscious.
No, he's still conscious.
Oh well. Yeah.
The soldier Brana
He's not
uses
having a
his
good day.
shield.
Yeah.
We reached the castle where we saw a meeting
Distraction
between
dwarf.
a bone devil and a deva, which is
Very concerning.
Yeah.
quite alarming. We're not prepared for this.
But today I finally get to go into the abyss, so it's okay. Woo! Did you grab my
Is
stick?
it though?
I'm
Stick? We don't need a stick. We have the guy.
perfect.
Can we just tie him to a rope and toss him in, then pull him back
But he
out?
won't be able to tell us what he sees. Because he's
Contract.
blind.
What if
No, he
He
can't
can't
see!
I forgot.
He has no eyes.
Because your girlfriend lover toy
Yeah,
got
Jesus
upset.
Christ, that's your fuck. Wasn't expecting that from you.
But was it a turn on?
Not really.
Yeah, no.
We are
No, that's a little more on the
Oh, that would
other.
have been your other character in your
we're
other campaign.
100% creating an evil dark wizard.
This was totally by accident.
It doesn't matter if she's bad. It just matters if we're on her side.
Netzeal is going to be our Brana.
Oh. I'm not gonna say shit.
But no, we only have one Allspark. We can't.
Arcane
Yeah,
Spark.
but once we kill Brana, there's gonna be a free Allspark.
It's Arcane Spark.
But then shoes. There was the guy who fucked the horses, and he was put in charge. And it was like a whole thing. So I don't condone this.
Are you suggesting that Netseal needs to mate with a horse?
No, there was a
And
guy
that's
who
how
fucked
Feast
his
Killer made.
horses.
So let's start.
Did my dad fuck a spider?
Oh my god!
So we start.
Speaking of fucking spiders, where's my boyfriend?
Fuck if you know.
I want my boyfriend.
So we're gonna start with you guys hanging out under the outcropping of a stone hillock and trees, overlooking the valley-ish area, kind of plains, and the trees kind of end and a castle stands at the bottom of this valley, visible to you. It's decently tall, maybe about 50 feet in height, with it seems to be a keep with walls surrounding it. Yes, Gimble?
We had bacon and eggs and toast for breakfast.
Yes. Bacon, eggs, and toast.
And Mountain Dew, as per usual.
Oh,
Not
yes.
sponsored, but please.
Yes.
Seriously, we need money.
Josh has spent so much money on equipment for this podcast.
Okay, so
Gotta spend money
you
to
guys
make
look.
money.
You guys look upon this. It's about midday-ish. You've been traveling. You got there early. You see this castle. It seems to be made of. It seems to be tinged red. It looks
With blood?
stone. You're not quite sure. There's maybe some sort of reddish tinge to the stone.
Redstone from Minecraft.
Netherrack?
Yes, not a rack. Yeah.
Granite block.
What would be that?
You notice that the various spires in this keep and the wall surrounding it, which is about half the size of the keep, each of the spires, kind of the corner pillars of these things, don't seem to be stone. Seem to instead be. What are you doing?
It's a spell.
Okay, you're gonna tell us?
No.
You really should. But so these spires aren't actually stone. They seem to be these gnarled, twisting trees that reach forward into the sky and almost end up looking like clawed hands.
Why do I feel like that's gonna come alive and hit us?
Roll perception. Someone.
Me!
Or everyone if they want to, but yes.
I am trying to look at the devils.
Okay.
I'm having
there in a second.
5.
Gimble is not looking.
I'm having my owl
Gimble's getting ready to
sort
munch.
Mine's 7.
I'm having my owl do sort of a circly fly over and then heading back.
Okay.
Owl's gonna get torn apart, dude.
Oh, is
It
that
only has 1 hit
Whomping Willow?
point.
I am way
It's
up.
like a field of whomping willows.
I am way up in the sky.
Roll stealth.
Okay, that's a 20 on the perception.
A non-natural 20 or 20?
And not 1 on the stealth.
So that one is stealth and a non-natural 20 on.
Yes.
Okay. So as
Yeah,
you're
it's torn apart.
I mean, it's an owl. It's normal. Doesn't matter if it's
Resummon
stealth.
it again. There's another hour
Let's
gone.
grant more money.
And it's not my fault this time.
There is nothing unusual about an owl flying over a location.
Does it look like a regular owl or does it glow?
It's just a normal owl.
Oh.
You clearly do not understand what devils like to eat.
It's
Literally
way
out
They
out
can't.
there.
But no, because if they try to eat it, then they're gonna be alerted that it's not a real owl. It's familiar. 'Cause remember, I tried to eat it and it didn't work.
It's like a solid 200 feet in the air. It's fine.
It's
So-
fine.
I'm just looking at it and go,
Don't flamers have
So you-
wings?
So you guys, you're sitting out and take a look. You notice that the spires of the castle, the wooded chunks of tree, they seem to almost grow like they have roots coming out of the trunks and they grow into the stone, as if the stone and the trees themselves are interlaced, interwoven together. Something definitely not natural.
Right.
You fly around and you see that there's not a demon as far as you know in sight, but things that with your knowledge would seem mostly devils and various things like you see what appears to be the lemurs. Lemurs. Yeah, the mains. No, not mains. Sorry, lemurs. Yes, the lemurs. You've
Like King Julian from Madagascar?
That's what I was thinking.
they are spelt exactly the same way. I don't know how they're
are they?
pronounced.
Are
Yeah.
they really?
I think it's lemurs.
Actually, you rolled a not 20. Roll a quick religion for me.
Religion. All right.
That's gonna be good. That's 18.
Okay, I can tell you all the good things now.
These devilish lemurs.
Yes, you see the various devilish creatures walking around, seem to be looking at all the nooks and crannies of this castle, at least as far as you can see. They seem to be looking for anything that might be there. You see not many strong-looking demons. You know, there's kind of minions of them. However, you do see the Bone Devil. The Bone Devil and a Deva. A Deva is a celestial being, green skin, massive angelic wings, and a mace, talking to the spiky skeletal bone devil. Your bird flies around a bit, notices them, sees that they're definitely talking. Not to say in a friendly way, but they're not hostile at all. They definitely don't look hostile to each other.
Okay.
And you actually notice there is one of those golden snake things you fought. One of those is flying around with a group of the devils.
Oh boy.
Tell me about the snake thing. I'm so hungry. Tell me.
There's two more things. First, behind the walls of the castle, that first initial wall, where there's a place where the demons could walk and patrol, and now the devils do. There's just a pit behind it. It descends into the ground, and you see as your bird flies over, you notice that it's just a pit into the ground with various with one bridge coming from the door from on the outside walls to the main keep, and then out from the main keep are various bridges that connect to the wall. And your bird the last thing they see before they turn back is that there is some sort of domed stone structure deep in this pit.
Ooh.
That connects to the keep.
portal is.
As your bird turns around to fly back, as your bird turns to fly back, it bumps its head into a David chest.
Oh my.
Yes.
Am I just watching this as it happens?
You guys
I hope that they adopt it.
roll perception.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be, because I was looking at something else at the time.
Sure. What are you looking at?
I was looking to see if I could recognize any sigils on any of the devils.
You guys are a little ways away yet. It would be a bit too far for you.
Or if anything in general just looks familiar.
Well, the devils? Not devils. Yeah.
Just
Sure.
anything in general around
Roll.
the area.
Perception to see that far.
Yay, that's an 11 because -1 perception.
So they have, they have a white skin, sorry. It's the plantars who have green skin.
The first thing,
It's fun, probably be fucked.
as soon as I am able to take an action based on that, my owl is going to pop into its
Extra dimensional thing?
its pocket plane.
Does that mean you have to resummon it?
I want you to roll a
Because won't that alert them to the fact that we're here?
Not necessarily.
Well,
What's,
there was an owl. They're like, oh look, it's a normal owl. I'm hungry. Oh, poofed it. It's away.
It's a David, it's not gonna eat it.
Why not?
So-
It's an angel.
what's
They need to eat.
your owl is a celestial, right? Okay. Your owl, I'm gonna give you a
Okay, I was a fucking celestial.
I hope it gets adopted. Make it get adopted, and then like it could be like our spy, like a double
roll an
agent.
intelligence saving throw.
Not
20.
20.
This is
Which
totally what natural owls do.
is a total of 25.
Total 25. That's 20. Okay, best possible thing. How do I rule this?
Adopted owl spy.
Makes it look like it dies on impact against the David's chest.
Just plays dead. Flops down.
You prefer your owl, this bird, David, to assume it's a normal owl, right?
I don't want it to attack it, so yeah. Probably.
Okay. So then I'm gonna say you desummon your owl right before it bumps into David's chest. You basically turn around and notices, and it desummons itself, and then you resummon it behind the Deva, making the Deva think, and the Deva turns around and looks at it, seems a little confused, but it kind of just shrugs. And it flies back down to the Bone Devils.
Totally fucking natural.
The David's bets down to some sort of apologetic gesture to the Bone Devil, and they keep talking.
Oh.
Yikes.
Your rolls are everywhere today, dude.
It was,
That's the same dice.
and if that doesn't make sense with the way that David did that, it will in a little bit, if we get to that point.
Portals are everywhere, dude. Think of the portals.
Are you in the abyss right now?
Oh, could be.
Do we find any guns on the ground that have orange and blue sign on them?
Orange and blue.
Oh my god.
Really good cool sound when you shoot them. Boom.
Okay. So the bird you managed to fly back to you using a roundabout way so that it doesn't lead them straight back to you. Yeah. What do you want to do next? You're about at least a few hundred, maybe half a kilometer away from the
Well,
castle.
I don't know about you guys.
Did you
Also,
tell us what you saw?
You didn't see a single demon.
Oh, very interesting. So the way that
Just double celestials. Oh, sorry. The one other thing. Deeper down, your bird would have seen on one of the pathways what looked like people, like humanoids, maybe elves, dwarves, something like that, wearing some sort of robes. You couldn't tell; they're a bit too far down, but robes of some sort.
interesting.
And they seemed to be calmly walking across the bridge.
So the way Find Familiar works is that I can't see or hear anything, but I still have full control over my person. So as I'd be seeing anything, I would be saying out loud what I was seeing.
Okay. Narrating.
You're on a
Pick 'em up and
podcast.
go.
Just carry him around.
So you open your eyes and just like being carried by Yotun just around. What?
They're just doing like
I
circles.
would have been able to feel him pick me up.
Okay.
I don't lose any. The only two senses that switch
Sight
over
and
to
hearing.
yellow are sight and hearing. So I can still feel everything, but that would have been alarming when it happened.
Yeah.
Although I can also just sort of pop out for a second, see
Yeah.
what's happening, and pop back in.
You're being carried in like the same arm as the dwarf.
Okay. So
I'm in my harness. by the
Did
way.
I notice anything familiar about the devils with my 11 perception?
no.
Cool.
We're too far.
You're just kind of blurry. You're like damn.
I need glasses.
Can we do that?
Sorry, needs glasses. Just librarian glasses.
Another portrait. Perfect.
Excuse me, what are you trying to say about librarians?
I'm just gonna sit down and start reading my book. I'm trying not to draw attention to myself.
So you mentioned the snake out loud,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I probably would have mentioned the snake out loud.
Brother!
Here we go.
There's a
I put my hand over Gimble's mouth to quiet him down.
Alright. Well, I think it would probably be a good idea for us to at least rest and perhaps
Yeah.
discuss this further.
I agree.
Okay.
Did you?
So
Are you
guys
going to
so you guys are
speak quietly?
Mm-hmm.
I lift my hand up just a little bit. That's acceptable.
So you guys are planning to make
Stealth
camp here. Yes. You plan to make a camp here and watch the castle.
Are we doing it on the top of this
No.
hill? No. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Is there a better place for the camp?
We are finding a secluded area where we can camp out
This
of
is
sight.
probably one of the best places that has a view of the castle. If you're wanting to
Room with a view.
look for it.
I don't think we necessarily need a view of the castle. I feel like that's just tempting fate.
I mean, we could always set up camp somewhere else.
There is.
Time to go back to the tavern.
You guys are on kind of it's like about halfway up a mountain. So if you guys you guys are cresting the mountain now is what you're kind of doing. This big hillock is the end. It's a big slope. Not cliff, but it's enough to be like probably difficult to walk down. There's plenty of trees and probably some caves in down the mountain somewhere you could go into. You could also climb further up the peak if you'd like the mountain. Although that would make it harder for you guys to get to the keep when you want to go there.
Not me.
I have played enough PUBG. The worst thing that you can do is be on top of the hill and be silhouetted.
Yeah, especially like.
The sun behind
sunset or
you.
whatever.
It looks super cool.
Brother, I'd
Cave.
like to get a snack. I start to leave.
We were We were
Don't
Don't
split the party.
Uh,
Stealth Gimble.
DM.
Oh no.
I'm not trying to be stealthy at the moment.
Okay.
We were half a day ahead of our schedule, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we could spare
I
like
will-
a short rest or
I
something.
will point out though that you did leave a day later than you're supposed to.
Right.
That's true. So technically we're
We're
on time.
No, we're half a
Technically,
day
we're half a day
behind.
behind.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Well,
I'm
I don't know
hungry.
about you guys, but I have like less than half of my meat left.
There's also called a short rest.
You need a long rest.
You can take
It
a short
only
rest.
takes
It
me
would count in
Arcane
half
recovery,
the
right?
time.
You can do Arcane
I haven't
Recovery.
used any spells. Oh no, I've used one level 1 spell.
Then you're fine.
But
I'm below half health as well, but I'm hungry. En route.
think we should rest.
Yeah,
Stop
we should
me.
rest too.
Do you want me to?
So.
If Tutun grabs me, I won't continue. But at the moment, I'm leaving. Like, I'm already gone.
Okay.
Well, if you're already gone, then I can't rage you, right?
Well,
You shouldn't let me go.
so what's your plan here, Gimble?
It's like you
I'm
don't
hungry.
want. It's like you want us to stop you, but
Yeah.
you're doing it anyways.
Well, as a player, I'm like, probably not the best idea. But as Gimble,
You're
I'm
trying to-
So are we
no one
taking-
can catch you.
Are we taking a long rest?
I don't believe that would be an excellent idea.
Then I will not do this to stop Gimble.
You can just do a short rest, arcane recovery,
I
get some
believe-
hit points back.
I believe maybe an hour or so would be the best.
Well, that's a half an hour in this world.
30 minutes will be the best.
50
50 minutes will be the best.
100-minute hours and 10 hours.
Your time is confusing, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm coming to get a snack.
She's saying this as she's sprinting away.
You're coming.
I can just imagine this spider. Come with me, brother.
It's like going circles around a small tree.
Well, if we
So
are
much
just
energy.
we are merely taking a short rest, we should do that.
You're going hunting?
I was initially gonna go after the snake, but if no one else
Oh,
is
good
coming,
gosh.
then
The snake is literally inside the damn castle.
Okay, if she's going anywhere over the crest of the hill, I'm gonna get her.
Yeah. I think we need to stop.
that's
you
where
if that
that's where I was
happens.
going. I was gonna go get the snake.
No!
No.
I'm just taking
But
the
it's
time
so
to
delicious.
read my books and
Okay, Netseal
Whoa.
is going to walk up and ask you some questions about that she's had from doing her studies.
I will listen in.
do
but I
my
will
best
not
to
be right there.
answer the questions.
Okay, you guys you guys spend time studying your magic and kind of healing your wounds.
I feel like I'm so close to learning my magic stuff since I have it written down.
I crested the hill.
You've crested the hill.
Oh, is she actually going over? Shoot. You're gonna take some damage if you keep going.
Or do you tell me this, or are you just gonna fire at me?
I'm preparing an arrow and I'm aiming at you.
Is Gimble aware of this?
Roll perception.
Where's the fighters?
13.
13. You notice that you hear a bowstring kind of creak and pull back. As Zori's like, please don't, please, we need rest.
I have spent all my
There it
hit
is.
dice to get my health back to full.
Yes.
I am out of hit dice.
This is how
Do
this
you
works.
look back?
Yes.
You see me aiming an arrow directly at you.
But I'm hungry.
No.
We have food at home. Food at home.
A tavern.
You also have rations with you guys. You have meat.
But they're not the delicious snake.
Can we stop for food? We have food at home.
Go back.
Food at
Gimble,
home. Dry rations.
come back.
I
If she
very
makes any-
slowly walk back.
Good. I was gonna use a grasping arrow on you. I really didn't want to waste an arcane shot.
Yeah, if we were going to take a long rest there, I was going to cast blindness, deafness on you.
Everyone just unloads all their powers, new powers on their gimbal. Okay.
I walk back as slowly as possible.
It's a really lazy, like no moping spider.
Yeah. I'm dragging all of my feet.
At this point, Trimroth is going to say, "Well, if
It's
Gimble
short.
wants some meat, I'll go back the way we came. I'll try to find some. I'm sure there's some things that have been cooked right with
Who's saying this?
Trimroth. Saying, I'm sure there's some things we cooked quite well with that fire rain. I'll go look for something."
Wasn't that like
Um,
not normal fire?
I will.
No!
I will go with her because I don't think going by herself is a good idea.
Also remember that there is a big crater there.
Oh
The
yeah.
storm giant land.
The fucking giant
Oh,
has
there's
God.
a
That
ground
just landed
squirrel
there.
there.
Wait a second. So did
Some
the
ground meat. Awesome.
so did the Bone Devil and David people? Did they not notice a giant god?
Well,
We don't know.
They did.
Why
That's
do you-
why do you think all the angels are there?
Why do you think there was a meeting?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yo, what the fuck was that lightning?
I'm gonna go sit upside down in my harness because I'm sad.
Upside down.
So your head's poking through the bottom then?
Yeah.
And the web shooter's poking out the top?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm sad.
So you're
Excellent.
studying with Netseal and.
No, I'm going with Dreamhoff. I don't want her. Scavenging alone.
Okay. What are you doing, Yotun?
I'm still holding my book though, and I'm still reading.
I am going before he leaves though, because I think, or before she leaves, because I think she has it. I am going to snag the orb of protection.
I do have that in my bag that I completely forgot about. I just kind of tossed that nonchalantly over to you.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just
It drops in
I
the
guess I'll
bag.
take first watch.
First watch.
I mean, we're only here for like
Well, I
a
mean,
short amount of time.
still
You're
gotta
right.
have someone watch.
Kyo
Yes.
Tune's just there for every watch.
As you guys had it set up for just kind of watching, make sure nothing's around. Nureb approaches you. He goes,
He's still there.
"So, are you? You're a warforged, right?"
Yes.
Purposely lowers his voice a couple octaves just to spook him.
He goes, well, if I've always been a little interested. Can I actually can clerical magic heal warforged? Do you know?
I think it can. Yes.
But keep in mind that you are not a regular warforged. Most warforged have like magic running through their veins, literally.
You have blood.
You have like,
I don't know what I have in me.
Animal bits.
Animal bits.
you have some animal bits, yeah.
But you're not munchable.
But you are
Probably lunchable.
you are
Oh my gosh, remember those Lunchables you could get as a
Mostly-
kid? Munchables?
Mostly
Ah!
mostly metal and gears and tech. Like your brain is
Someone
entirely
name it,
gear
please.
tech.
Just all of us just eating vegetables out of this tiny little packet.
He goes, I'm not that strong in my clerical powers yet, but I've always wondered how does that work?
I don't know.
He goes, I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Hopefully not.
Honestly, look at that place. We're gonna find out soon.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Okay. He's gonna go and start tending to his burns.
I have two things I need to do.
Yep.
As I'm noping. One, is it okay? Am I able to try to regain charges on my web shooter?
No, that's a
Is
full
it like-
rest.
okay.
So no, it's a every day.
Okay.
Oh right.
I didn't know what time
We're
of day it was
only
anymore.
taking a short rest.
And it's on short as long as it's on a...
Wait, so if I use
No,
that,
so
like...
we're only taking a short rest.
Yeah, but it's on dawn it recharges.
Oh yeah.
But what time of day is it? Because we left
It's
like...
noon.
It's noon now?
It's
Okay.
the middle of the day.
Okay.
But you have a full.
I have 5 charges left.
It's still plenty.
I know, I was just wondering. Second question is, I want to heal, so...
Hit
where's
Hit
my-
dice. You roll... see your hit dice thing there? You have
I have 3 hit dice.
3d8, I think
Yes.
it is. So you can roll a d8 and then add your constitution modifier, and that's how much you heal.
Okay.
And you can spend up to 3, and you can choose to roll 1, 2, or 3, as much as you want, as little as you want. But you have 3 charges of d8 plus con healing.
Okay.
And
I didn't actually know you could add your con to it.
And then
so
every-
that,
Each roll as well.
okay.
I
That,
believe
that
for
slightly changes things.
If you want to not spend that your last hit die, that's fine.
Okay.
because also every long
Appreciate
rest you
that.
get like half of them back, right?
Yeah, so you only half back on a long rest.
Round up or down?
Ooh, I rolled an 8.
I'll just round it up.
Cool.
That's fine.
Nice.
That'll be nice.
So I regained 10.
Yeah?
So now I'm back to 20 hit
Hey, we have the
points.
same amount of health now.
Yay.
You have 20 HP max?
I have 24.
Okay.
So you can roll again if you want, just like...
We're all at 20
Well,
HP.
can I surpass 24?
I'm just at
No, you
Is it
you
29?
max out 24.
I
all
feel like it's not
20s.
worth it.
Maybe, but 4 hit points can mean life or death.
The difference
True,
is
I'm
20
rolling.
HP is my
I rolled
max.
another 8.
And the thing is, when will you ever have a chance to short rest again in the next, like, inside this castle?
So-
Before the next long rest.
So that would have been another 10.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
You
gonna heal up too.
24. That's your max.
I'm currently scavenging, so I can't heal right now.
Okay, I'm up to max health, but I
It's not very difficult scavenging. Roll a survival check, and I'll still let you rest.
Survival. That's a
Nothing wants
9.
eating you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she gives the advantage.
That's much better. That's 15.
Okay. You guys managed to find.
Negative mod.
You guys,
Shut up. My
you
wisdom
guys
sucks.
look around and manage to find a wounded deer that's has a badly burned back and leg.
pre-cooked.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
it'll be
Tree
what,
Mom was saying.
blue or something.
You help track it. And Tree Mom is. Oh, great. She pulls out.
I'm not even helping because I'm too busy looking at my book.
Yeah. She
Are you just
track
following her?
Pretty much.
The book?
It. Yeah. Tree Mom finds. Oh, great! It's can't even escape. She runs over and just like hacks its legs off.
I was like, I
Its legs!
legs.
Take off the head! Kill it!
One
feel
swipe
like
of the axe, just all the legs off. Now it definitely can't run.
was kinda looking over and go, I don't believe that was necessary.
We need to take him off anyways. She goes
But it can still. Okay.
in the skull. Puts it out of its mercy.
That would have been better
Puts
if
it out
you
of
did
its
that
misery.
beforehand.
Yeah, puts it out of its misery. No. Well, she gives it mercy, I guess.
No.
I would not define that as a mercy kill.
She made it a lot less merciful and then killed it. If she had just killed it outright, that
It was
would've
just a
been
really
nicer.
short torture session.
She basically
Legs!
said,
Now head.
like, legs, now it can't run. Then head. Then I'll
You
drop.
couldn't even escape anyways. I was like,
So why
Thanks.
are the NPCs seeming kind of evil?
there's tending towards the more evil side of things so far.
Yeah, ripping out eyes of a prisoner.
There is reasons, okay?
Sure.
They're all still possessed.
They're all possessed. You can take that back.
He goes, these are Gary too. These are Gary too.
I start walking back to the camp.
She throws it over her shoulder.
Did she bring the legs?
She cut them off at, like the knees, so all like the spindly bits are what she left behind. She all like the nice like, meat
I'll go
bits
and
are
fetch
still
one.
there.
But
And
no,
I'll wrap it up in
but
some
think
cloth.
if I had four, I could put my legs in them and I could.
Those little stilts!
Why?
Because it would disguise my footprints.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
because there's totally gonna be a deer with 6 inches between its feet.
That honestly complete.
Probably at 1
all
foot long
facing
paces.
That reminds me when scientists put stilts on ants as an experiment.
Why?
What happened?
They wanted to see if they counted their steps from point A to point B instead of actually just looking where they were going, and they could just completely overshot point B because their step width was so much wider. But just think, they spent so much money making tiny little pegs and just putting them on tiny little ants.
Not as much as the guys in England who wanted to find how bees found the fastest route between flowers, so they glued antennas onto the top of, like, radar antennas onto the top of bees and tracked them with a radar system.
Oh my god.
Humans are great, guys.
Okay.
We're so smart.
So, are you bringing legs back, or you?
I'll bring one leg back, and as soon as I see Gimble, I'll just toss it in his direction.
I'm upside down.
I toss it at your head.
Oh.
Should I roll acrobatics?
Roll to get hit by a
Sleight
kneecap of a deer.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of mouth?
Sleight of mouth again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. Sleight of
I'm
mandible.
upside down in the harness. There's no armholes here.
Sleight of
Do
mandible.
I need to make an attack
Oh,
roll?
no, it's fine.
I'm proficient in leg.
Rolls a 1, hits me
That
instead.
would have been a hilarious.
13.
Sure, you managed to like snap the snap out and catch the poof.
Oh.
Okay, munch.
I'm munching. I give you a grateful look, but I can't talk because I'm eating.
My face is just still in the book.
Okay. You can do your hit.
Does this
your
mean you were
dice.
friends again? You're not gonna try to kill me again?
Don't stay on my back.
Once my long rest is finished, I
I don't need that much health, but sure, that was a 10 plus 2, plus 1, so
Now,
that's
if
11.
only you guys roll this on when you roll for health, for like level ups.
We're gonna need it.
I mean I've rolled
I bet I
I've
got
rolled a
26.
4 on both times I've rolled it, so
So that's...
You happy?
that's my app. I haven't lost any.
Now that I'm taking a short rest, I can actually use my new stuff.
So I will, once I'm done, because I imagine she still has some time left, I am going to ritual cast Identify on the Orb of Protection.
Okay.
And then once that's done, I'm going to do the same thing on the Amulet of Anuk.
Anuk. Yes, the amulet of Anuk. So,
Oh, right. It turns you into a storm giant.
Yes.
So hungry?
Yes.
No, that was digestion noises.
So,
Was it, or are we just gonna get another? Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
We'll find out in a bit.
okay,
Stop going the opposite direction.
this this orb is enchanted with a spell. This spell seems to be similar to the protection from evil and good.
Interesting.
However, it is not. You have to spend another couple minutes.
Protection from neutral.
Protection from all of us.
No, actually, you still have a minute to look really identify it. But you realize it's enchanted with a spell of protection from lawful and chaos. Law and chaos.
Shit, very interesting.
How it works is when you say its command word, it hovers. It rises there and hovers above you. You and up to 8 you and up to 7 other allied creatures get granted protection from chaos and lawfulness for the duration, which is an hour.
Does it follow us?
Wait, no, sorry, it's 10 minutes. I'll say anything. It's 10 minutes, and the orb grants you yes. And the orb grants disadvantage on all creatures that are either lawful or chaotic against those being protected by it. It has attack rolls and advantage on saving throws for you guys from their attacks. However, it has an AC. It has AC of 14, and on a hit, it'll be the effect will end prematurely.
Can we put it in Yotun's chest?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no.
Yotun puts them in your mouth.
Swallow.
How big is it exactly?
It has HP. Well, I'm not gonna tell you how many, and it can be damaged by non-magical damage, but it won't destroy it. It'll just make it less effective.
Doesn't
Magical
have a
damage
dex
will.
modifier.
That's +0 to all stats.
Never mind.
And it automatically succeeds all mental saving throws. Yes.
I wanted to find out if I took Mage Armor, if I could increase its AC.
It has a natural AC of 14,
It's
it
dex
would be-
modifier.
that would
+5.
and
Mage
it can
Armor
only
is
be
13.
used once per day.
Use it once per day.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So basically,
But wait, if it was in Yotun's chest, there's a command word. We have to shout it into his mouth.
We have to open his mouth and shout, "Protection!"
it's also if you have it out, you can only activate if you have it in your hand. So if you have it in your hand, it is a free action to say protection and make it rise.
Molorom.
Wait.
Molorom.
Wait. So what if?
Kalima!
So what if we hold it, we activate it, we shove it down your mouth? Are you gonna start floating?
It just brings
It's
it up.
not that strong, and it's also very tall. It would probably just be you'd probably just be trying not to vomit it up the entire time. It would be in your system. It would probably give you a headache or make your chest hurt really bad.
What if we strapped it to my back? Would I fly?
With absolutely no way of controlling it, you might float in the air stuck there.
I need throwing knives.
You have knives.
But they're not. They're just.
They
I mean,
count as throwing
All
knives.
daggers
have
have
two.
been thrown properly.
Then you can attack twice. That means you give them back to you.
Short bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you identify that's what happens when you identify the orb, and you're like, oh, this is generally a pretty good item, actually. It's probably somewhere along anywhere from uncommon to rare.
Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Drugged Up Mayor.
That was an atlas.
But didn't he tell Atlas to give that to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then thank you to the mayor.
You don't know he's drugged.
But I can't wait till we break into his room!
You
Fine,
also
go ahead.
identify the amulet. It is a holy sigil, and it seems to have some sort of divination magic attached to it. Holy divination magic. It is. Yeah. It seems that this is some sort of beacon or some sort of thing for tracking. Those who wear this seem to be able to be tracked by someone who is attuned to it. And you cannot. It is already attuned to someone. You cannot attune to it.
Someone's watching you.
fascinating. I put it on.
I think it's the storm giant.
I think it's the dead one.
Has the giant started courting you? Is this like...
I am not sure that is a good idea.
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I just a lot of enlarged spells will
Just
require
make a couple little
administration.
demigods. It would be great.
Well,
I'll babysit.
fascinating. I really want to meet whoever is tracking me, so I will put on the amulet.
Okay. Nothing happens. Just you have the amulet on now.
Yep.
Is it
Does
stylish?
he get like a sense of being watched?
Probably like a little bit, but he identified the magic item as knowing that it would do that. So, or maybe it's just the fact that he knows that this item does, or maybe just like the item. Not really sure. At this
It's
point.
paranoia.
Yeah, it's paranoia. Healthy dose of paranoia.
He's
Excellent.
old, that's fine.
D&D. Most players in D&D require a little bit of paranoia.
Little.
A lot.
Just a spoonful.
So you walk into the mayor's office. I check for traps.
I never checked for traps. I just wanted to search the room.
Okay.
Found some bulbs.
Are we rested? Can we go?
Yes, you are arrested.
Can I get a snack?
Actually, I want one check. Yotun, perception.
Boy.
Done.
You were the only person actually on watch.
That's a 10.
Never mind. Oh.
I'm just setting the book next to me, and I'm concentrating on the ground, and I make a little flower just pop out in front of me.
Do you give it to
Arcana
Maxio?
check.
Does it have a face?
Shit. Shit. Actually, no, my Arcana's pretty good. 14.
It has a face. But you managed to bring a flower like a daisy out, but it starts growling at you.
I immediately ripped it apart. It's not the kind of flower I want. I'm just gonna try something else then.
Is it trim enough?
Ooh.
Share the deer.
Oh yeah, she just immediately started like she
Butcher.
yeah, she immediately butchered it, and actually I should have gone to you. Oh wait, do you have fire magic?
You use burning hands on the
I do
Clearly he does,
We do not
because...
have burning hands prepared right now, so
But we're not in
As
combat.
she walks up, Steph walks up to you guys with the deer that she's like skinning and
I
everything.
can light a fire with prestidigitation though. I can light a small campfire.
As she walks up, she's either of you-
That seal
yeah,
gets out her spell book and is going to try and cast her first spell. Create bonfire.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was leading to.
This is like an achievement in Sims. I love it.
Trimroff walked up. Either wizards know how to light a fire. Something quick, so quick and we can put out quickly so that we don't give away our position with the smoke. Looks at you.
I create a very small fire in my hand.
Not big enough, but thank you.
I mean, we could use it to
That seal
light
goes just
something
like
else.
I can try something. Put it on the ground.
I would like to roll stuff.
Okay.
To be munching on the deer as this conversation happens.
That's a really bad idea.
Okay, roll stealth. Roll stealth.
Damn it. I gave you a bone.
10. I rolled a 2, but I have a +8. So.
Ooh.
Oh.
That puts the corpse puts like the deer corpse.
Beats my passive perception.
It does not be fine.
Puts the deer corpse on the ground and okay, so it doesn't beat yours.
No.
Okay, thank God. So
I was just gonna. It's my nibble.
what's Tremoff's passive perception?
12.
Oh.
12. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, good. Okay, so as they put she puts the deer on the ground and it's just about to light the thing on fire.
Gimble, you do not want to be there.
Gimble has crawled half inside the corpse that's been butchered, so you're like in the
Gimble.
gut.
Am I? Okay.
You're eating away at the inside.
It is about to be lit on fire.
That seal's like whoop, stops like.
I just reach in and grab Gimble and poke him up.
Do you
For the
resist?
record, I thought you were gonna roast it, not set it on fire.
What difference would that make? You're inside it.
Well, I thought you were gonna like light a campfire here, then pick it up and put it on the fire.
You just said
We don't
put it
need
on the
to.
ground. It's just gonna create bonfire
I
on
was
top
like-
of it.
30% listening.
We may end up with some charred
So,
meat here.
so Ren drags a reluctant Gimble outside of the deer corpse.
Do you all want me to starve?
We're about to eat.
I was eating!
You were eating.
Exactly.
We were not.
I don't care.
I just hold Gimble
Do you
Like you hold
resist?
crabs.
It's like on the top.
Just hanging
Hey,
decent ways above.
do you resist?
I'm pitifully squirming.
Okay. Now that trading off goes
I toss Gimble
pauses.
another piece of meat from my bag.
Do I have to roll?
No, you just munch.
Thank you.
Okay. Trading off goes pauses. Looks
I
inside the
put
deer
Gimble
corpse
down.
to make sure there's nothing else in there.
Oh god.
Just looks.
I just laid eggs.
Oh no.
Should we mail
Yeah, your rep's better.
Yes,
you
I'm
go.
a male spider.
It's not kind of eggsy.
But I'm also a rogue from a pirate ship that's also a spider. I think things can happen.
Makes sense.
So trading off goes says, I think it's okay. Close it.
It was just my filthy body
Closes
inside.
the body.
Yeah. Netseal, fire it up. Netseal just casts the spell Create Bonfire.
Nice.
The deer corpse is covered in flames.
Uh-oh.
Was this not the plan?
After about
It's gonna sear it.
after a couple turns, she puts the fire out. Let's roll for Netseal's
Cooking?
cooking ability. It's a survival check. I'm gonna say Netseal.
Oh,
no.
1.
Even
Yeah,
Gimble
that's
wouldn't.
She puts too much magic into it and just blackens the thing, chars it. You look on, Gimble, as you're eating the ration, and you see your meal crumble away to ash and fire blasted bone.
I just get up and go.
Why? I rush her.
Oh no.
What's her spells again?
I just want to like beat on her with my fists.
She has Toll the
Like
Dead and Chill
two-fingered
Touch,
fists.
Cause Fear. Although I don't think she wants to use any spell
No.
slots. So Create Bonfire, Toll the Dead and Chill Touch.
I just want to rush
She puts
her.
a bonfire between her and Gimble. I'm sorry.
Just keeps
I-
casting it over and over.
I'm sorry,
no.
Gimble. I didn't
Can
mean
I
to.
jump the flames?
Roll
Oh,
acrobatics.
Why?
I'm just
You've
already spent.
Sorry,
I'm grabbing
athletics.
Sweeper off by the arm and just leading her back into the forest.
8.
8.
Oh god.
Okay.
He causes more self-harm than anyone else does
your
to
feet
you.
dangle over the flames, and you play burn your toes like your
I
spider
am more
toes.
upset.
You take 1 damage.
Okay.
Time to rest more.
Okay. You and Tim head back into the forest.
I'm just dragging between rocks.
Let's just do a one travel check.
I will go with
Roll. You don't have advantage.
7.
7. You find a squirrel.
Not bad.
What was that run?
I go wander off to do my own hunting.
Everybody's like, we need to feed Gimble now.
Everyone's just leave it. Thanks a lot, Gimble.
I'm still on
I
the
was the
watch.
one who ruined it.
You
That's
caused the
okay.
distraction.
What did not?
Wizardry requires intense focus.
It's her first fucking spell. It's not my fault.
Exactly.
She sucks.
She tried
Rude.
her best.
I
That seal's also there.
I
Oh,
clump
is this
off to
happening
go
in
see
game?
this.
Yes.
Oh, I was just out of game upset.
Well, it's in game now.
Brother, she ruined my meal.
I clump off into the forest and send my owl to go see if it can find some sort of food.
I take the hoof and I'm just beating the ground with the hoof in a tantrum.
The
Okay.
squirrel is just going towards Gimble.
Roll a perception. Gimble.
Ooh, that was an 18. Best roll so far for me.
Well, that's not good, actually.
Oh no.
Have you switched out of that one?
Out of the corner eye, you see Netseal almost snarling at you, like silently, the look of absolute fury on her face at you. And then the second you realize that you see her, she puts on her calm face again.
Ooh.
Brother, this bitch!
Oh god.
I'm not back to hear this. I'm not here.
I am not here either. I
Alright.
stomped off into the forest.
Well, I turn around.
Isn't it just
and
the
I make
three of you in your head?
Her eyes widen. What?
She ruined the meal and now she's snarling at me. She burned everything because she's not good at magic. And now she's glaring at me and making faces.
Am I back in
Back
time
away
for
slowly.
this?
Nope, you guys are not here.
God damn it.
I think Durab is going to try and hop in the middle of this.
Yes.
Sorry, get your bitch under control.
I'm not even around.
I
Okay.
don't care.
Your lab is gonna do his very absolute fucking best to calm the situation
That
down.
one. It's gonna be that one. This is gonna be that one.
Guys, we're not even going to the portal.
Your lab pops up between this Gimble, please, you're being quite rude. And
Did you not see?
I don't think she meant to burn it.
Can I grab
No,
the
the
bubble?
fucking face. It's not my fault. And she's blaming me. She glared and snarled at me.
You're not gonna roll persuasion. Please go ahead and roll Nerep's persuasion for me, please.
Nerep's persuasion. All right, we will go with this one.
Go this way, please.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
no.
gonna be great.
Oh,
Persuasion mod is that's a solid 8.
It's not a 1.
8. Okay. This is. I didn't expect something like this to happen until a lot later.
It's a lot. What?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can I foam at the mouth? Am I capable of that?
Roll a con save to try to foam the mouth.
The concept you choke on your own phone.
Bye.
It's alright, we're getting all the bad rules
You
out
start,
now.
like, smiley spitting on the ground.
That's more just drool.
Okay.
What's an
Roll a
MC?
wisdom saving throw.
5. Fucking 5. I'm switching my dice.
Was it cold
I need your spell sheet.
Okay, here we go. Got some PvP here.
Oh, you don't understand.
She's not your bitch anymore.
I'm not even around. I can't take part in it.
Yotun, is there anything you want to do?
Please do.
I'm gonna grapple Gimble. And try and just
grapple Gimble.
Oh no.
This is what the session is going.
Athletics versus your acrobatics.
My acrobatics, I got a +8.
And roll your athletics.
Mine's
Yotun.
athletics. Mine's
I'm using my
That
blood
does
dice
not
because
do
I'm
that,
angry.
18.
18 versus your acrobatics symbol.
You need to roll a 10 or higher.
I rolled a nat 1.
Yes! Thank God!
As you're about to start screaming some more profanities at Netseal, Yotun, you just walk up, clamp your hand over her,
Her head.
her entire head, lift her up, and just like stuff her into the pack behind you. Are you gonna like apologize or
I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna be like,
This is one of those sad.
I'm sorry.
Cover is like a
roll
button.
insight. Actually, roll investigation. Actually,
For me?
Is no one gonna try to
Insight.
believe me?
I'm not here!
you were the only one who saw.
Oh, insight's.
But no one's gonna like
Insight.
take my
Ooh,
word
that's a
for
three.
it.
But no one.
On what? Insight.
It's not a problem.
Insight.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, you. That still seems sitting there. Seems like a little upset but calm. She, what are you saying to her?
It's like, I apologize for Gimble. He's just hungry right now. Not in the best mood. He gets hangry.
Persuasion.
Fuck.
Oh God!
Okay, that's an 8 plus.
That's not an 8.
It's a 3.
That's-
Oh
Persuasion.
no! This is +0, so you have a 3.
Jeez.
And she goes, oh,
We
don't
suck.
worry. Don't worry. I know that. He didn't mean it. It's
I meant it!
your mouth is fucking closed.
He threw me in the pack. You can't reach my
I'm
mouth.
assuming his hand is covering you, creating an airtight fucking seal.
You're just suffocating.
I am struggling violently, but clearly I rolled a 1, so I understand that I will not be escaping.
You're punching a stone wall.
An iron fucking wall.
There's nothing happening.
Yeah. So she goes, don't worry. I did make a mistake, but I'm sure once Gimble gets a meal, everything will be better.
Hopefully.
I'm waving my hoof.
On my way back, I'm going
And
to
yes.
Inside the bag.
And yes,
Yeah, no one gets
Yotun did roll a 3 on his persuasion check.
Yes, this is just like with the
Yep.
fucking cultists at the very first session where we rolled really well, and he was like, "Oh no, I still don't believe you." It's like, no. And that's how I feel.
I'm using Druidcraft to make a small little orb just pop up in front of me and see what weather it's going to be for the next day. I have the weather guy right here.
Yeah, roll all the dice.
It's sunny!
I'm glad you didn't roll snow.
Oof.
Sunny with a chance of inter-party conflict. Woo.
Yeah.
So I just see a bright little sun go, oh.
Nerub just walks over and just starts like, and just like, asks you to, Yotun, could you just like put like almost a little like paper-sized slot in like the things
So we can put food in.
for Gimble?
Wait, so it's like I've been
Yeah, but
You're in prison.
your tune has his hand over your thing, so you can't see
right.
it.
Okay. I release my grip a little bit enough for her or him to breathe.
You're suffocating him.
Nerve starts like slotting in like almost like you put a credit card into a machine. So like pieces of rations and meat.
I reject it.
Oh. Nerve's like, please, you'll feel better once you eat something.
Why are you mimicking conversations we've had, Joshua?
We know how to roleplay this at least.
Do I get back in now?
Nook, you're out hunting. This is taking place with the course of like a few minutes.
Hell.
Am I able to speak?
Yes.
And they can hear me now?
Quietly, but yes.
I will not eat until you believe me.
What the hell? By the Arcane Forge. What in the world are you talking about, Gimble?
She made an awful mean face at me. It wasn't like normal. She was being all weird and mean.
You were screaming insults at her. Of course she would like that.
She did it before I screamed insults.
You did try to attack her.
I was... It's not normal.
Just the two of us aren't even there.
And
Sure, it looks at Netziel, who's at this point just has stalked off and is reading her magic tome.
Can I reach my other hand around to just like stroke Gimble and try to calm him down?
wait, aren't you holding the dude, the blind dude?
It's like
Or
dropping
you
down.
just
drop him.
He's not going anywhere.
Does that soothe you a little bit?
No, I'm just really sad, brother. Please, I'm telling the truth.
Nerve's like, I don't think you're lying. Like, of course, she might have had an angry face, but like, what? I don't understand why this is such a big deal. I do believe you. You were trying to attack her.
You didn't see the change. It was so angry and scary, and then she just pretended like it was normal. Something's wrong. And she burned the food. Double wrong.
Can we talk about this when we're not beside a demon portal, please? I think we need to have some cohesion. You're about to go to literally a place filled with devils.
I don't trust her.
Okay, you don't have to trust her. Well, at least enough to know that she probably won't kill you when you're fighting.
I don't trust that.
Okay.
Well,
I
I don't
feel
know what to do
betrayed.
then. You're...
High school drama, guys.
I'm going to burrow into my harness.
Try to
and
roll
repeat.
persuasion to convince Nira that something's wrong with Netziel.
Could really just get a drink from the thing and I'd be able to tell you the truth. Oh
He goes, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, Gimble. Maybe a nap and some food would help you. Would help you. It's been rough.
no! No one believes him.
Can I make like a perception check?
Insight check.
Insight check.
Again.
No.
That's a 4.
What's your
Plus
insight?
You've been around Gimble for years. You know that Gimble gets very angry.
Yeah.
No one believes him.
I think everyone believes him that Seal was glaring at. Just nobody cares.
And the thing is that I'm pretty sure Gimble thinks that there's some sort of deeper meaning to this abrupt change in Netziel's expressions, and but no one I think really takes her seriously about how abrupt or how serious or what this might mean.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, that's not a big deal. Of course, someone pissed off, you know. And Gimble's like, it was something more.
I'm going to
No one believes that.
burrow upside down in my harness and refuse to talk to anybody or eat. Which I will admit is uncharacteristic, but that is how upset I am.
Okay. So you guys do your hunting. Roll survival checks.
I
I already did mine. I got a squirrel.
Oh, you guys roll, yes.
I'm not with them. I have gone hunting with my owl.
He's doing his own hunting.
Survival check.
He gets
Can
attacked by
I
a
use
bear.
my owl to give me advantage on this check?
Okay.
Well, it's not horrible, but it's an 11.
Okay. You manage to find. Let's say you find a. You end up following the path that streamed off, and as what you first took, and you see you see 3 legs in the ground, and as you're gonna look at, you look right, and you see a recently deceased fawn.
So wait, the fawn died because the mom died?
He doesn't really know. It's just there was also a dead fawn there apparently.
But was
That was like in a bush.
Was it killed or did it is it bloody?
It looked like it was badly burned.
I'm going to.
Bambi!
Pet fawn.
Oh,
Bambi's dead, guys.
Alternate ending.
Are there some trees around?
Yeah, there's trees all around the forest.
Okay. Are there a couple like somewhat larger evergreens?
Yeah, so most of them are burned or have some scorch marks on them, but there's some evergreens.
Okay, I'm gonna go try and find 2 large low-lying branches
Okay.
and hack them off with my knife.
Athletics.
Breaks the knife.
Oh, well, that's a 4.
You start trying to hack it off, and you just really and you just like chip the top of the knife.
I'm gonna go try and find 2 smaller branches.
Very very dull.
On the ground.
Okay. Roll investigation.
That is a 23.
You find 2 branches
Sorry,
that
24.
you find some branches that seem to have been burned off or knocked off their other branches, almost exact same size and shape that you wanted.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna tie them together, roll the fawn onto them, and drag it as a.
And as like a stretcher, like a dragging stretcher.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Because there's no other way I could possibly move that.
Roll one more
For
survival
9
check.
strength.
Roll one more survival check to first see how well you assemble this thing.
11.
11, and it's enough. You have to kind of like stop and like retie some knots here or there, but you managed to get back in not too long.
Can I roll a check to try to? I don't know if like insider investigation will work, but on Netseal.
Insight probably.
Okay, I want to roll that to
Does
try to
Netseal
figure out.
roll anything? I'm ready.
No, because she knows what's up. She knows what's up.
Deception.
She's roll a charisma save, not a check.
Oh, that's a 19.
A 19. Okay.
So you want me to roll insight?
Yes.
Guess I roll well now.
Actually, yes.
It's not gonna matter.
What'd you roll? 3. When you try to look at her, you're just too upset, and you can't.
There's tears coming out
I
of
can't
all 8
even.
eyes.
My
eye patches are so.
Yeah.
Can't even right now?
Yeah. So you guys arrive back with your single
I just
squirrel
feel like that's
and
Red's attitude
and
constantly.
your and your fawn. Ned still kind of looks up. Looks up as he's coming and says, "If you don't mind, can I try again?"
Absolutely.
I'm just taking the uncooked squirrel. I'm going over to Gimble's bag. Is the head like poking out the bottom?
Yes, but I'm trying not to look at anybody.
I'm really just gonna go in front of you, try to open your mouth, and just shove it in.
I resist.
Grapple check.
profusely.
Athletics versus your acrobatics.
Athletics check.
Yes.
Not a saving throw. Shit. 11.
She has to critically fail essentially.
It's my acrobatics.
Yep.
I have plus save.
1. No.
18.
Oh.
Okay. Every time you try to shove it in, she just like runs like darts to the side, and you just can't
Gimble,
get it.
eat the
It's
gat.
like trying to get something out of a dog's mouth. Just, no, I don't want it in my mouth.
Eat the goddamn squirrel.
For any child.
Get control of your bitch.
What?
Fuck.
Are you being loud or quiet about this?
I feel like I'm like a medium volume.
Enough for Netzel to hear?
I don't know, because I understand that no one around me believes me, or like thinks that what I said is true. So I'm like, there's no point in shouting, but like, I feel like I'm not at the point where I'm just gonna whisper. It's like I feel like this volume. I don't know how close she is.
Probably like 20 feet away, so you could probably hear you.
Probably.
Okay.
Eat the squirrel.
No. Not until you figure out what happened. She just turned on me.
Okay.
It's
So
scary.
so you guys are talking.
Inside check.
Streamoff at the moment is probably preparing your fawn. What are you doing?
I am helping Netseal with her spell.
Okay. Roll insight.
Roll
Or
insight.
perception.
I roll
Perception.
I roll
Okay.
insight on Gimble.
No, you just you don't
well,
roll checks into other players. You just
I don't see
Alright.
crap. That
Damn
is
Oh
no.
When it comes to this.
Okay.
Why?
I'm
Netseal's
so frustrated.
just a demon lord, guys.
5.
5. Yeah, you're just focused on helping her make sure she gets the spell right this time.
Okay.
And you're not kind of like looking through her book and be like, oh, you mispronounced this and that, and then you need to work on this inflection.
Honestly, this totally works for his character anyways. He's not very perceptive of other people
No.
anyways.
And Tune. You're probably. Alright, what are you doing?
I'm still on watch, so I'm still like looking out for anything.
Anytime he like turns, I have to like follow
Okay.
along with him.
Your rep is just kind of there. He's kind of he's basically. He's at this point. He's kind of on watch too, but he's not really watching outside. He's watching the camp, ready to hop in if any more fighting breaks out. He's there. He's just holding someone ready.
He's
to
just
like
on edge.
his little like arcane forge like holy hammer. It just he's ready to like. Who do I need to
Lay
stop?
down the law.
Okay. Yeah, he's just ready. Streamoff is preparing the fawn, and you are on watch. Roll watch. Roll perception with disadvantage.
Oof. We've been rolling so bad. Now it just imposes disadvantage.
No other reasons.
Because we
You have to roll
suck.
again.
Oh.
So 10. That's 14.
14.
So you take the 10.
Yeah, so what is that, 12?
12. Okay.
It's not
Um,
bad. Better than what we
Squirrel.
No.
You notice some movement in the forest, like a few kilometers away. So a tree just move unnaturally a lot against the wind.
So the whole tree like
So it's-
moves?
the wind's kind of
Trees.
slowly going, and the trees are all kind of like brushing to the east a little bit, bobbing to the east, back and forth. One tree just for a second, bobs like north to south, but it's like kilometers away on like the other side on the other side of the valley from you guys, on the other side of the castle.
Can I just like watch that intently for a little bit?
Sure, we have to ignore everything else here. It's happening in camp,
Then maybe I won't do that.
which is why you have disadvantage because the camp is kind of having some
Yeah.
problems. Okay.
Gimble, I went out to the forest to get this just for you.
And your bitch was mean and scary. She was glaring at me so mean and
Fine,
And then
I
she
walk
just
away and I
switched.
start eating the squirrel.
Oh, you have an iron gut, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, you just start ripping the head off the squirrel, you chopping it down.
I'm upset.
I'm gonna do less nice things.
I don't care. Get your bitch sorted.
I walk over and I sit next to Netseal.
Okay. At this
Not
point,
even concerned about what I'm eating anymore.
she's about to. She kind of looks at you like, okay. She's like, do you want me to cook that for you?
And I keep eating it and just like, just gonna rip off the head.
Okay. She goes and stands back. Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
She managed to cook it like.
Uh,
Is Gimble's yelling fucking goo?
yes.
I quickly put my hand over the mouth.
I'm upside down.
I need
It's
a
still doing
silence
it.
spell.
Roll. Who was there? Like you two were there?
Yeah.
I'm there.
Okay. Turn off rolls. You guys can roll. Just roll insight on that seal.
That's not terrible. It's not good. That's
You
a
have
4.
more.
14.
14. Okay. Ren, as you're kind of making sure that she's saying things and like pronouncing things properly. So you're probably watching her mouth to make sure she's not doing proper inflections. You notice that her jaw clenches very tightly for a moment. So it means that means she does one thing slightly improperly. So the fire goes on for a little longer than it should. So the meat is not like succulent. It's
Well done.
a little more on the well done side now. But
Still
it-
better than your mom's cooking.
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
She tries really hard.
She can never watch the show now. You realize that?
Edit it
Cut
out.
this- yeah, edit it.
Censor.
Actually, no, I'm gonna edit this out.
A long censor bar.
So,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Shelley.
So if this is censored, can I say whatever I want now?
No. Okay, we're back.
Don't pull it.
So yeah, Netseal, no. Deleted scenes. This is maybe deleted scenes. She would never watch that. So you notice that she clenches her jaw, causes a little bit of inflection error, cooks a little bit longer, a little more on the rare, on the well done side. So not as good as it could have been, but still edible. Yeah. She goes. It was. Looks to what we both. Was that good? Do you think it's edible?
Looks good to me.
I hold up the rest of the bloody squirrel.
It's, do you want me to cook it?
I take another bite and I look directly at Gimble as I do it.
Okay.
Power move right there.
Yes.
I'm just making deadpan eye contact.
With all 8 eyes. No, say 5 eyes.
You watch the deadpan face at every single person.
Okay.
Because in my mind, you're the
I'm
only
going to
one
go-
that can control
Everyone
her
finally
and
gets
figure
a
out what the fuck
goddamn
is
meal
up.
from this short fucking rest. What the hell is this session?
Short rest in real time.
Honestly, yes.
Alright, so now what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna grab some meat and I'm gonna go over and review with Netseal her spellcasting.
Okay. You start reviewing with her. She already has like everything like notes like she's like copied everything down like 10 times already.
Is there demonic writing
Well,
also
I'm
scribbled in there?
Specifically reviewing what she just cast.
Cast. Oh, okay. You guys can go over it. She does it a couple more times to like practice. She seems to be improving at a steady pace. She's very dedicated.
Clearly.
I'm immediately gonna take my tail in front of me. I'm gonna try doing another druid craft. I'm gonna watch the tattoos on my tail.
Okay.
Do they glow?
Oh yeah. Like so your druid craft, you're casting magic.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah. Your tattoos faintly shimmer.
What's that mean?
What does that?
I hug my tail. I just sit there, just rocking back and
You
forth.
hear Zori squeal and squeal
sound?
and then start fiercely hugging her own tail.
See, I want to
Excellent.
make a joke, but I
Netseal-
can't because I'm
Netseal's
so
going
mad.
to get up from this review. He says, "I'm gonna go check on Zori. She seems like she's
How am I
doing
going to restrict
something.
it?
Maybe I don't know."
Can I look back at the tree?
Yes. At this point, Cam's kind of calmed down. You can look at the tree again.
That's 2.
2. 4. Okay. You kind of like squint. You can squint your robot eyes and zoom in as best you can.
real badly.
The tree seems to be going fine. You're focusing really hard on it, and you can't see anything.
Okay.
Okay.
So we should probably formulate a plan.
Nireb,
Yeah.
he has already kind of set up some stuff. He goes, now that we're all okay, please, we're about to enter a demon portal, or at least find it. We need to be cohesive here.
I don't even want to go into the abyss anymore.
Why would
Honestly,
you
that
want
might
to
be a positive.
He goes, I get by the Forge. That's a horrible place to be. Why would you want to be there?
I wanted to have an adventure.
In the abyss?
I'm from the Underdark.
That's not the same.
The Underdark
Am
is
I educated? I'm
practically
a spider.
heaven
No.
compared to the abyss.
It was okay. So he's cleared kind of whatever he's drawn some parchment, clears some parchment onto a boulder, and he's got drawn kind of an okay kind of layout of the valley and the keep, and what you guys described. So Ren, is this roughly what you saw?
I point out any glaring discrepancies and
4 bridges down to 3 bridges in the whole the keep. It's okay. So what's our plan? I know we're a bit of a chaotic bunch. We like to just run in and do things, but I wouldn't mind a bit of a plan.
that's bad.
What are you saying, Scott?
I'm just pointing.
On the map, he goes, well, okay, we don't need an exact replica of the trees. We just need.
No. I'm pointing at all the way too powerful beings.
Oh, I see.
That I've probably moved in the past hour.
He goes, yeah, that's all pretty bad. I think we're gonna have to kind of be sneaky, at least when we get in.
I am very
Oh,
curious.
so
what is
now
at the
you need
bottom
me.
of the
That's our strong suit, obviously. All stealth.
I happen to be proficient.
Also, as they're kind of starting to meet, Zora, you're probably on your way to the meeting, probably.
Am I? I don't know.
Are you wanted?
Sure.
Netziel's gonna stop you as you guys walk towards the meeting.
Yes.
He goes, "Are you okay?"
Ecstatic.
Okay. It's like, I think it's been rough, but around here, but I'm happy that you seem happy. She gives you a hug.
Aww.
Can
I
I
hug-
attempt
I'm very quiet. Do I see this?
Roll perception.
I stealth hug.
19.
19.
Oh, no.
You immediately see them hugging.
I very quietly hiss in my pack. Just
You get a peck on the cheek.
Aww.
Ooh.
Can I attempt to?
Whoa!
Okay.
I'm also gay. It's fine. In game and out of game. It's
Gimble.
fine.
What? Okay. So,
By those, not Gimble saying gay. That was just me. My commentary for the record.
okay. Yeah. So then you guys, Netziel goes and pats your shoulder, and then you guys walk to the meeting.
My tail curls around her and I do a quick druid craft again and just watches it lights up just a bit.
Netziel immediately sees this and he goes, "Ooh." And he goes, "Oh, did you? Oh, is that some sort of illusion or?"
No. I do it again.
Um,
I just like having it just flash up and down.
she smiles. Says, "That's quite nice." And yeah, that's when you guys get to the meeting.
Zori is flashing Netziel.
Obviously.
Okay. This Trimov is there. Also beside the meeting. You see her. She's unloading her pack and unloading various weaponry, various pieces of weaponry.
Is she basically Rocket Raccoon?
No. She kind of more of a hoarder-ish weapons. You see that she has.
So usually me in campaign.
Yes. She has a battle axe, she has a warhammer, she has a longsword, she has some daggers, she has a couple crossbows. She seems to have a variety. It's one of every type of weapon you can see.
How does she carry that much? She's a dwarf.
As she unpacks a last weaponry, she starts sorting it and cleaning it.
Oh, does she have another fucking bag holding?
No, actually, as she starts cleaning her all that type of stuff, you realize her bag literally seems almost empty now. Looking at it, you see that probably almost her entire bag is just weapons and those things to clean it and maintain them. Thinking back on it, she never actually brought stuff in a pack. She brought rations and weapons. That's
This
it.
bitch needs to get her priorities straight.
I think she has her priorities straight.
Your bitch is the one that we have an issue with.
You have an issue with.
I have an issue with.
Just you.
I pick
Y'all
up one of the
won't believe me.
I pick up one of the flowers with a head on and I toss it and get Gimble.
I'm on the back of your
It,
It
it,
just hits my chest and falls down to the ground.
okay. Goes, okay. What's our plan? Your episode says it just goes. All of this is bad, Fred. You're right.
I think talking with them would be good.
Would it?
I agree.
I am staring. Podcast listeners, I as DM am terrified right now.
I don't think it would be good.
2 out of 4 of the players agree. We need one more.
No.
Okay.
I don't think the NPCs agree either.
I say we send
No.
that seal. She's
So,
Gimble, are you volunteering?
Nurep goes.
That seal.
Nurep goes. Well, I'm not sure that's the best idea.
I would be inclined to agree with you.
I think that erring on the side of caution is probably the correct idea, in my opinion at least. I'm going to err on the side of caution. You guys can go talk to them. I'm not going to be with you if you are. I don't want to die.
Did I see a path that I think we could get through without being seen?
I mean, you could probably just go up and look.
I want to send my owl back.
Yeah. Roll history to see if you remember seeing something in your owl.
Oh, yes. History is a proficiency too, so that's a 24.
Ooh.
You noticed two paths. You remember noticing two paths actually. One path led from actually where you guys are. You guys, your spell path that you guys are on, seems to connect with a larger path that goes from down the valley, and that seems to take you right to the main gate. Another path, however, comes from the large path on the other side of the valley from the mountain, comes down, and it's about across from you guys from the keep. That path is quite large and seems to be something that it comes up right to the back of the keep. So you didn't see any door there, but the path seems to go there, and maybe it's just a path to get to the keep easily from the outside.
The back of the keep being near the pit.
Well, no, the keep is in the center of the pit,
Oh.
Oh.
and there's a bridge from the main gate to the keep, over the pit.
Ah.
So that back path from the other side of the mountain range, the other side of the valley, that one kind of just approaches the keep from the back and seems to ring around it.
So, thoughts on something.
Mm.
The pit with the dome thing in the bottom. Do we think that's where the portal is?
Most likely.
And your goes, as far as I know, that seems like that'd be the most defensible location for it.
Are we gonna blow it up?
What do we have to blow it up with?
I don't know.
Spells, maybe? I don't have
Spells?
any
Maybe
offensive
they have,
spells,
like-
but
To destroy a structure
Gun
that large,
powder?
I don't believe that would work.
gunpowder. Oh yeah, you were with numbers. You would know gunpowder exists. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would.
Do we have it?
No.
No.
Well,
He just carries a big barrel of it with him.
I must consult my books
I have a
about something.
self-destruct button. I'm full of gunpowder.
Self-destruct button. Just.
Your entire body is just lined with gunpowder.
That's actually like the cushioning inside for his like mechanical parts.
One little spark. We're all dead.
Question for you.
Yep.
The Featherfall spell. If I cast the Featherfall spell on a group of people, can I then cast it on another group of people to also give them the effects? It's not a
and
concentration
lose
spell.
What? Really? It's not?
Oh.
I'm double checking this. I'm
Oh.
sorry,
Oh, that's amazing.
but that's too good.
That's so funny. How many people can you cast it on?
5.
Oh, so you can get all of you guys.
Yeah.
What if I'm being?
I did
But
it
if I'm
twice.
being worn, do I count as a separate person?
Um,
Could I technically just carry you up
I know,
and
I
then
would-
drop you? And
I would say you're light enough that I would let you cast it on Yotun, and if you're in his harness, that'd be okay.
It honestly wouldn't matter because I'd still be up to 10 at that point. Yeah. Featherfall.
That is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's a reaction, 1 minute.
A reaction?
Well, in case you're falling
Oh
off a
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, if the cliff was big enough to do that much damage, you probably would have time to do a full action anyways.
cliff. Yeah. I don't know, maybe if you're
But yeah,
throwing at something, I don't know.
I have an idea.
I have an idea as
Let's
well.
see, so 1, 2, 3, yeah, we need 2 more people.
It's
Yeah.
the same idea.
Quite possibly. So what I'm thinking,
The barbarian. You
Yeah.
just have the same idea as a wizard.
if we can get around the backside
Yeah.
where they're not watching, we can all jump in the pit and just slowly fall to the bottom,
Yeah.
and then figure out how to get out from there.
See, that's not quite what I was thinking. I was thinking we could just waltz in, go on the bridge, lure the bone demon onto the bridge, and then cut it, and then fall slowly to the ground while he just dies.
Can the bone will fly?
Yes, he can. He has wings.
And but we don't
okay.
need to interact with them. We just need to shut down the portal.
we just jump in the pit.
So if we can avoid as much confrontation until we get to our goal, then we can deal with everything after. So our main thing is shutting down the portal.
The fantastic thing is that I can fly. I don't actually need Featherfall. So if at the bottom of the portal,
You were.
or at the bottom of the pit, it's just straight up a portal, and everyone's just slowly
I
going
only
down.
need one cast of Featherfall then, because
Oh, fuck,
Gimble is on your
So
team's
we have
back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
enough.
1 cast of Featherfall. and if something goes wrong, then I'm sure you probably
Then-
catch someone.
Then I dip.
I just did.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
all I'm out.
yeah, you could do that.
Everyone rolls new character sheets.
So your
except for
plan is
Zuri.
to go is to basically stealth, hop over the back where there's the path, and then just fall your way down, and then be quick about it.
Does the pit seem deeper than 600 feet?
No,
Okay.
it's probably like 300.
Okay.
600 and we just fall to our deaths.
Well, no, it's actually an important question because we fall 60 feet a turn over 10 turns. If it's deeper than 600 feet, then the Featherfall spell ends before you get to the bottom, and bad stuff.
In this case, as they're talking, I'm gonna start pulling. I'm just gonna pull out a cloak and just try to like put it over my wings to try and like keep them concealed.
We also have to remember that when we're falling, they're gonna see us at some point.
What? Who looks up? What guard looked up?
It's more the people that might be looking down the actual pit.
Why would they be looking down the pit? They're looking around.
The first thing that you do when you go up to a pit is look down it.
Yeah, but not if you've already been to the pit.
I don't know what pits you go to.
Well, I know what pits you go to.
Okay. So
It's called the Bowen Bowl at Camp Garrett.
that is a thing. The cult of Garrick's, the bone bowls,
God damn it.
the orgy pits.
Yep.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no.
You can eat your meat and beat it too.
Alright, let's just keep going.
Is that what we stumbled upon?
Just look down at the orgy.
Oh, that would be terrifying.
That would be terrifying.
Soft landing.
That is not.
That
I
would be
can
so
promise
bad.
you, we are not there yet.
That would be
Yes,
really
yes.
bad.
You just have to blend in, Zori. It's fine. You're used to it.
Nothing could possibly go wrong with this strategy.
So
So how are we shutting down
I'm
the
going
portal?
along with it, sure.
I'm ready to go.
We get to the bottom of the pit,
Uh-huh.
and we figure out how to get out and how to shut down the portal once we're done.
Can Nareb do it?
Nirab goes, well, I don't know about that, but I can create some holy water.
You know what? That's good.
You know what?
That might help.
It's better than not having holy water.
Yeah, he says, I only know about 10 minutes, but I can create some holy water. He opens his flask and starts chanting prayers to the god of the arcane forge.
It's just alcohol.
Can I like gather my things and get ready? I pick
Yeah.
up the dwarf.
We're bringing the dwarf.
I'm gonna say that.
Wait, but that makes it 6 people.
You're carrying the dwarf and Gimble. I'm gonna say that you might have to take a d6 or 2 of damage when you hit, because you're going a little faster.
Could we
Just
tie him
leave
to
the
a
dwarf.
Why can't
No.
Zori carry the dwarf?
I am not strong enough to carry another person.
You're
No,
strong
just
enough to
tie him.
carry a Gimble.
Do you see how small he is?
But if
We're
you
not
carry
talking
Gimble,
right
Yes,
now.
I
but
can
if you
the
carry
dwarf.
Gimble and he carries the dwarf,
I could carry Gimble if Gimble is not upset with me.
Gimble, say you're sorry.
I'm not Zori.
Say it anyway.
Then,
no, you're not Zori. That's correct.
then no, I can't.
Gimble.
Just because you don't believe me doesn't mean I have to lie.
What do I not believe you about? What are you talking about?
Ned
Why are you
Seal's
mad at?
being weird. And
Seal's
he's
right
in,
there, just like
and she's in charge of Ned Seal.
her iris furrow, and Seal's like, I'm sorry that I made a face, but you
It
tried
wasn't normal.
attack. I'm sorry, my face is normal. I lost an eye. I'm wearing a
That seems quite insensitive.
You
on
I
my
know.
part.
As soon as she mentions the eye, I start backing away.
It wasn't about your eye. It was about the way you looked at me and then pretended like it didn't happen. You're not to be trusted.
I don't know.
I'm also still upside down, for the record.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of blood going through your head.
Perhaps we can
By the way,
discuss this and have you two sit down and discuss your disagreements when we're not about to jump into a demon pit.
that's currently infested with devils,
Yes.
If you,
angels.
Thank you for pointing
Do you
that
think-
out.
do you think you could just sort of push that disagreement aside for like 2 days?
Tops.
We could deal with the devil pit
We can talk about it when we get back to the
and
tavern.
then talk about it in safety.
Take,
Over drinks.
take your emotions and stuff it way down inside and hold it there.
Wait for it to explode.
Let it fester.
I turn around so I'm sitting up straight.
So it's funny. You have the thing called the scribing hat, which is a reaction. You can activate it and it'll describe as if it's a movie scene, all things that were happening.
Oh fuck!
Oh, I thought it
we
was
had
just for
that.
dialogue.
No, it's a movie scene. Like a script. It shows like and this person does.
Well,
this
yeah, but I
thing.
can't. But after, it was such a quick change of expression. I can't just all of a sudden be like.
Scribe.
She's lying.
Yeah, at that time
Isn't
it's
the point
done.
of-
Gimble says
Well-
truthfully.
That's why it's a reaction. So you can do that too. Catch things with that.
Okay, well, it's too late.
As Gimble remembers, this is all the blood drains from the head again.
Just like
Quick question to the DM: the doubling longbow I have, is it considered magical?
Yes, but it does not do magic. It does, but the arrows it fires do not become magical.
Damn it! I wanted to know if I could
doesn't-
get rid of any magic resistance.
But if you hit if you hit something with it, it would be a magical improvised weapon.
Yes, actually, I would allow that.
So I can bypass any non-magical resistances.
If you beat someone with the bow itself,
Oh god!
and it was 1d4 plus strength.
I can do that. I can
So
try.
that's 1d4 minus 1.
plus strength.
1d4 minus 1. I can do 0 damage by hitting them with a bow.
But yes, the arrows themselves are not magical. That's
Damn
why you were able to afford this one because it doesn't actually.
What about
do
the
that benefit.
That's why
secondary
you
arrow?
have two wizards
it
and
basically
a
just-
cleric.
It basically just summons a non-magical arrow.
Okay. I cast druid crap on the arrow as it goes by.
Yeah.
A little flower just sprouts from it, just waves.
The flower is
Angry.
does magical damage.
Is the flower is
1d1
magical?
minus 2.
It heals them.
Well, if it's a demon flower.
God damn it.
No.
Okay, so I sit back up and I look at Zori and I'm like,
And I'm like 10 feet away now. It's
I don't
backed
know.
up.
Not least. Not least.
He's just there.
Netseal goes, and I don't worry about. I didn't mean that about the eye. I'm just saying that I'm still getting used to my face right now with the eye patch. I don't look how I remember myself looking. We don't have a mirror out here. So I don't know how my face looks.
I just I look at Jotun's shield.
I look at it. Except for that one. That's a good point, Ren.
I look at Zori and I'm like, Zori, I am sorry that I yelled at you. It is not your responsibility to deal with Netseal, even though I think you're in love. But I am sorry that I yelled at you because you were not involved and that was rude of me. And I'm sorry. I do not apologize to Netseal.
Kind of figured you would.
I take out a little piece of scroll that I had left over that I didn't eat and I give it to Gimble. It's just a little leg.
Oh, scroll. They said scroll and I was
I
very
have a
scared.
scroll too.
No, a little bit of the scroll that I had left over and I
I
just
swear if you'd eaten this spell scroll.
Oh,
Thank you, but I am not eating in protest.
I just leave it.
I grab one of the remaining chunks of the deer meat. I walk up to Gimble's backpack thing. I drop it in the bottom of the backpack and just don't say anything and walk away.
That's going to get moldy.
I'm sitting on it.
Yeah,
You're
but
basically
now,
just rummaging around in
but
the
now you can eat it without anyone knowing you have eaten it.
Oh no, I will not eat.
Anyway,
We will see.
Time for levels of exhaustion.
I pick up Gimble and I put him on my back.
Onwards! And I just start walking in the direction of the other path.
Wait, so are my legs wrapped around you?
Whatever you want.
Wait, because you have a cloak covering your wings.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't know.
Oof, never mind. Let's not do that right now. I just put you back in the saddle.
We also have a
You feel
very
some meat
long
on
way
your
to
ass.
walk.
Feel some meat on your ass.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh.
Todd and I were in love. It's okay.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, but on his.
Okay.
How are
So-
you, brother?
You guys start walking. You're gonna take you're just gonna try to cut around to the keep. Do a bit of a circle around to get to the back path.
I'm trying my best to cover as much of me as I can right now.
Okay.
Do you have a clue?
So this is gonna be a lot of just a stealth check from the party. Everyone roll stealth.
All right.
I have +8.
Hey, that's actually alright. 15.
That is a 26.
Oh, 14.
21.
What happened?
Netseal also rolled a 15.
We get serious, and everybody's just like,
Oh,
yeah,
you
we
have to roll
got this.
for true enough.
So you're off, and you're at.
It's an
Oh,
11.
for Nireb. One's Nireb, so I need to check Nireb's stuff.
Oh, wow.
17.
That was almost a 3.
So no one rolled below 12, right?
Nope.
Trina rolled an 11.
11. She kind of clinks with her armor and that and weapons, but you guys managed to like stop her and help her tie her weapons down more, so she doesn't into that and clatter about.
As soon as we
we
get into serious mode, we're all on it.
I am so glad for that stealth proficiency.
you guys managed to walk around the forest, climb down the mountain to a certain point. It takes you about an hour to get down the mountain. It's just, there's a lot of stones. It's steep. It's difficult. You will have to cross a path about 40 feet long, which is in sight of the keep.
Dark Souls world.
Yeah. So you guys rolled pretty well. You guys managed to look around. Do you want to do anything else while you're crossing this thing? While you're darting across it?
Can I do a quick perception? Just maybe like look both ways.
Yeah, sure.
Make sure I don't get hit by a car, you know.
So responsible.
Perception was at
I'm just getting
15,
my bow and arrow ready.
What was that?
15.
15. Okay.
This is Josh's voice whenever something's about to happen.
Maybe. So you guys, as you start past,
I've been playing with him for 4 years, I know.
Yotun, you managed to. You were probably the last one who jumps across, and at the last second, for a second, you swear you see what appears to be a box and a triangle with legs. A box, triangle, and a couple spheres with legs walking past the wall.
Mark's already making the face. Do you meta know?
Is it a mimic?
Wait, have I seen pictures of this in the monster manual?
Shush.
There's
Meta
some-
knowledge.
I have no idea what
I
this
don't know what
is.
they are, but
That's
the
why I'm
pictures
not.
are cute.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
This is what I think it is. It's cute.
No, they're really not cute.
Oh, but it's not what I think it is.
So you see that for a second, and then you're in the tree line, and you turn back, and then there's nothing there.
Brother, I think I saw something. There were shapes moving by the wall. I don't know what they are.
Oh, so you're saying that you saw something that no one else saw?
Wow.
I turned to Ren.
The shades.
Saw
Sarcasm.
something moving.
What did it look like?
It was a triangle and spheres with legs.
Are you seeing shapes?
Do I have any idea
Shut
what
up.
this is?
Roll a history check.
Gimble, does Yotun know what shapes are?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Flashback to me trying to put like a squid in the circle.
18.
To the point where he just forces it through.
Yeah. You think you've heard of some sort of a monster and a some sort of place, an extra. You remember hearing that there was a plane somewhere, one of the farther planes, that it was inhabited by shaped beings.
Huh.
Are they friendly?
Other planes are typically not.
True.
Or do you know if they're celestial? Or
They're extra planar. So they're not. So you remember that they are specifically not. I remember that one plane. The only thing you remember is that it's not good or evil. It's a neutral plane.
We'll get along so
Oh,
well.
we will.
We're all neutral.
Alright, so I guess we just gotta sneak up and climb the wall.
Even the NPCs are neutral. Except Netzeal isn't listed. Clearly, something's fishy with Netzeal.
Meta knowledge.
Sorry, should I not have said that?
Maybe.
I guessed something like that.
Her age isn't listed either.
I think we all kind of knew.
You rolled a 3 on persuasion and it was fine. We all knew. We done knew. I knew.
Anyway, let's continue.
I'm so
Yes.
mad.
As we continue, I'll just be standing next to Yotun going, so this is a triangle.
I'm just
This is a circle.
Just
That's what I
nothing.
saw.
circle.
This no. And I'm going to grab his hand and start guiding it in the actual shape. This is a circle.
For those who can't see, they're doing hand gestures and drawing shapes in the air. Just
Everything Yotun draws, when he draws a triangle, he draws a circle. When he says circle, he draws a triangle.
I think that was W, but okay.
That's so much worse. That's not a shape, Yotun.
That's a letter.
That's an I.
So, are you continuing,
As in, I
continuing the
can't
plan?
stand this.
Are you continuing the plan?
Onwards.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys managed to be pretty stealth still. You walk your way over. You find the path. As you approach the path, what's everybody's passive investigations?
Oh,
So-
investigations?
so 10 plus investigation.
11!
17.
Oh no, wait, never mind, it's 13.
Why?
Why is your investigation so high? Double proficiency, you fuck.
To be fair, I have double proficiency in 2 things too. It's pretty great. I have an 11 passive investigation, but I'm also in a backpack.
And you too?
Passive investigation.
Doesn't really matter. He got it.
I don't think I need to bother saying that.
Can I
Okay.
assist his passive investigation?
Okay, so you guys all walk up, and then immediately, Ren, you stop. You look down at the path that leads to the back of the keep, and you just see thousands of what's it called? Footmarks.
Footprints?
Footprints. Yes.
Prince of the feet?
Yes. You see thousands of footprints, as if this entire 20-foot wide main path over the mountain was trampled down.
That's fine.
All of the feet look like they were ovals, and at most about this big.
A new shape!
I point out,
no.
so
About
that is
that.
like a big circle.
These look like small feet that were ovals, and each one is exactly the same and perfect.
Well, that looks weird.
And there's thousands of these footprints, and this entire path is just trampled over.
I look down. Why are there triangles everywhere?
Yoshin just doesn't know shapes now.
Apparently.
Flaws, doesn't know shapes.
Doesn't know.
Write that down.
Oh,
You
poor
just
Yotun.
recognize the flaw.
Isn't your background sage?
You spelled it no wrong.
Well, you wouldn't know because he hasn't written his background on his page.
Does not now. Alex!
Or stealing.
I have to say, whenever you message in the group chat, I get so angry.
Yeah, I know.
And I know you do it to make people angry, and I promise you it's working.
No, he doesn't
He doesn't.
care.
I turned off auto.
He just doesn't care.
For the record, I also have autocorrect off.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I
Don't
did
worry.
it so I could try to learn to spell better.
It's not helping. It's not helping.
It doesn't show you the correct spelling. How does that help?
The weird thing is, the
Exactly.
complex words you usually get is just the smaller ones, like does and no, that are messed up.
It is okay, Alex. It's fine. We're just gonna continue
Every English
and,
major,
and,
it's
and
not
stop
fine.
and stop roasting you over your spelling.
These are very unique footprints.
Yeah, they
Can
are.
I take a look at them?
Well, no, they're really not because there's thousands of them. They're exactly the same.
Can I take a look at them?
These
and
are
see what they
uniquely
are?
non-unique footprints.
Oh, actually, I'm just realizing.
What, I know what these are?
Roll. Now that you've noticed them, I would like another investigation check from you.
Can I give him an advantage?
Yes.
Because his investigation is fucking amazing.
Advantage.
You have a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a 4 and a 1.
A 1.
Yes.
That's override.
Yeah. You
The one time I roll well, and you fuck it up.
Was this a skill challenge?
I will have you guys know that during that skill challenge, one of my fails on the first one, the one with the lowest DC, was an investigation check with a +7 mod, and I failed it.
Yeah. So
We were there.
you're so focused on the grants and everything. You don't really focus on the details.
I'm like pointing out the details to him.
And he's like, no.
Disregarding what I
Nonsense.
say. There's
Yeah.
an 8 triangle.
I'm in a backpack glaring out of the hole at Mitsuya.
Yeah. So you look at the things that it's a lot of very interesting footsteps. You see a couple. You don't really see much to distinguish them though.
We are useless.
So you guys can continue.
We have a traitor in our midst. That's the issue.
I attempt to calculate the area of each foot.
You easily do.
I immediately leave.
I don't know the area of each foot. God damn it.
I'm not going to make you look that up. It's
Thank
just
you.
to justify my one.
You know the area of the foot.
So are we following this path, or are we going to continue on through the trees?
Well, this is the
This
path.
is the path we would
Path
take.
to the tree.
So are we following the path?
You're going to follow the path
The
along the tree
clearly
line.
well-traveled path. After apparently.
I just start
has-
walking.
Okay. I'm in a backpack. I don't have.
I'm gonna be a little
agency.
further along the tree line.
Or you want to like maybe jump, kind of go fly up, go from tree to tree, kind of do some perceptioning around.
I don't want to use my wings right now, so I will not be flying.
My owl flies up to take a look around.
Okay. Oh, great. So you guys start walking. You fly up your
You're a little ways away from the group.
Roll perception.
For frick's sake, 11.
11. Okay. You notice some movement on the other side of the wall, but the keep is blocked. The keep is blocking you now. Your view, and you're worried that if you send the owl over it, it'll get out of range, and things will just not be good.
Yeah, I was taking the worst path for this.
The other option was in the front gate.
What if this is the front gate?
You guys can see the.
I know for a fact it's not.
You guys can see the wall from here. It looks like there is no gate here. It just the path turns into side paths that go around the keep and lead off and connect to the other paths that you guys were originally near.
Can you feather fall up?
Right. If
That's
gravity was
levitate.
reversed.
If gravity's reversed, you can feather fall up
What you're thinking is the spell levitate.
or fly.
Well, I was just wondering if we could
Fly would
multi-purpose.
cost me a lot of spell slots to get us all out.
Was that that's like a version of fly where you can you just use get a bunch of people, right?
Fly,
Mass
you,
fly.
each
Flock?
spell level you upcast it adds one person.
Mhm. So that would require a little
But
bit.
I also
so much.
I don't know if it's concentration either.
I think it
I
is.
think it is though.
Well, it's either it's not really relevant right now.
Yeah.
That's
So-
fine. Zori can just drop everyone over top of the wall.
Yeah, because I'm strong enough to lift everyone here.
Especially me.
I don't even have fly,
Warforged.
so it's really not relevant.
Yeah. So you guys approach the wall. There's no really, you don't see any devils or really anyone. It's even though there were definitely devils in this area patrolling the top of the wall when your owl was there originally, and now when you first looked when you guys go on this travel path, you don't see any devils on the top of the walls. They seem to have stopped patrolling this area.
They're summoning something. I feel like it.
Well, we'll probably find out when we're at the bottom with no convenient way out.
Agreed.
So how are you gonna scale a 15-foot tall wall?
Can I climb it?
You can throw me.
Or you could just climb it yourself.
Yeah, you can just climb.
Oh yeah. I can do that.
I will say the
Gimble.
trees are quite knotted and winding, so you probably could climb those.
I give Gimble one end of my rope.
That is a good
That's a
idea.
plan.
What's on the other end of the room?
On the ground, so you can tie it at the top and we can climb.
Ah.
I'll go last.
How strong's your rope?
It is 50 feet of rope from this starting
Okay.
from the starting gear.
Yotun,
normal
try to
rope.
find a way out that doesn't include this rope because you're not getting up with
Can
that
I
rope.
use my rope as well?
You have wings.
No, for you.
Oh, how many ropes?
You
Are you
nitwit.
like rope it under my arms?
Yes.
And
I
rope it
have
up?
50 feet of rope for a 15-foot edge.
I mean, I have
You
another
have
50
50
feet.
So
feet
you
of
guys
rope. We
double
can
the ropes.
6 times wind it.
Yeah, so that should hopefully get up, I think.
As we do this, right outside the enemy's gates.
Well, that's an enemy's wall.
They can't look straight down it.
Yotun, you can help climb.
I feel
We're going
like
to help
you don't think
climb.
that like
Okay.
people can move their necks up and down.
I
While I
don't.
was preparing this, does
Why would I
Miriam
ever
have
look
anything
up or
on
down?
me?
Everything's
Just currently
important
holding
is in
his
front of me.
You're up?
Yeah.
His holy sigil, his holy hammer.
hand. Everyone sees my tail light up for a second and it starts smelling like a skunk.
Oh. I use
Fart.
prestidigitation and I clean it.
He goes,
Druidcraft against prestidigitation.
we're in the middle of something, please. And so it gives you a low 5. Okay.
No
So,
one is safe.
guys do the rope. Roll a survival check to see, dig everything, make sure it's all set up properly.
Cool.
I think
This
so.
is where the
11.
1 comes. Or that's not good. That's a 6.
10.
Okay. So, and Gimble, you're tying it up at the top.
Yeah, I'll climb. I have 30 feet
Sorry.
climb.
You, have to
Okay,
this
you
is where
climb,
die
you
from
climb
fall
the wall
damage.
very quickly. You pop up, look around, and there's no devils, no one in
Is
sight.
it my previous stealth check apply here? Or the
This
26 previously?
This is we're on the end of the stealth checks to be finishing off.
Okay.
So yeah, you look around. There's no devils, no one in sight. But you said there's a parapet that you can easily tie the rope off on.
I do that. Should I roll survival?
Please roll well.
14.
Okay.
It's not bad.
So you tied it off. You think pretty well. You were a pirate after all.
Arr.
Anyone else want to do? Anyone who wants to
I
first?
climbed the rope.
I
Okay.
fly.
You don't
I
want me
can't
to
fly.
Athletics checks.
Coat on.
I have the coat on. I can't fly.
Everyone athletics checks, including throwing off and
Oh boy.
seal.
Hey! 18.
Can I
8.
stay at the bottom?
Just
Until
for now,
they're
yes.
done? Yeah.
That seal did not roll as
8.
well.
8.
That
I
seal
think
rolled
you're
an
not
8.
for Trina.
8.
The wizards.
What is
Athletics.
athletics?
Could light out a campfire.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't need
It
to.
takes- so-
you rep.
So who rolled the 18?
That was me.
You managed to clamber up very easily.
I don't need these wings.
Yeah.
Your rep rolled a 9.
You guys climb up easily. Everyone else takes a bit of time. It takes a little longer. Actually, it's about 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes for you guys to actually get up.
While they're doing this, can I go scout around?
People keep sliding down, and the ropes completely untied. You have to keep retying them. Yes, you can scout
We
around.
suck.
What's that for?
Can I just use my strength to climb the wall? I feel like
19.
I'd have a better chance.
I mean, we can help you.
Okay, 19.
I was planning on doing that and having you climb anyways. We're just gonna help
okay.
pull you up.
Now we'll right back to you again in a moment. We'll have Yotun get up.
Okay.
So Yotun, yeah, athletics checks combined for everyone. Try and you as well.
Ah, non-natural 20.
What did you roll? No!
Your rep's a 14.
Oh, what?
I'm a 3.
I roll for
Okay.
net seal.
And the seal
I fall back off the wall. Okay, net seal got a 13.
and Streameroff rolled 16.
So do you
Okay.
just...
Wow, why
I
didn't we
fall
roll
off
this
the
when we were
wall.
actually just climbing the
Are you
wall?
like pulling and the rope snapped and you just fall backwards?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happens.
Here's what's gonna happen. You guys are pulling.
Curse
You slowly manage to climb your way up there. But right as you get to the very top, Yotun,
I'd gouge out his eye.
Zori's rope snaps, and you, being surprised, you stall back and fall back off the other side of the wall.
So back into the space or out of the space?
Into the pit.
But there was no one there, right?
Like the pit?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you can
I'm taking off my cloak.
Okay.
But it's a one.
No, that's fine. The one is falling into the pit.
Okay.
There's 30 seconds before impact. I'm pretty
I've
sure you
taken
can
off my
recover
cloak.
from a 1 in 30 seconds.
Okay. Roll. You take off your cloak.
I'm just
Roll
gonna start
stealth
falling.
with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
Not good.
That was...
I don't know if that counts. That would have been a 10. So that's I'll take the first one. It's 8.
8. Sorry.
Okay.
Total.
Mhm.
Okay. You flap your wings and look around. You, pressing yourself up against the wall, finding a handhold. Looking around, you're about 20 feet down, 5 feet below ground, 15 feet, then 5 feet of ground, and there is what appears to be a group of two people wearing some devilish symbols, as well as a paladin with them.
Do I recognize what these symbols are?
Roll religion.
Oh boy. Shit.
You guys know it.
What is that?
My religion is it's 11.
11. Your brain is you're into a little too much panic. The fact that you fell over to really have a great.
I just wave of them.
They might not see you. Or it might not be the best idea
Roll.
right now. Roll
You
charm.
look like a devil.
I do look like a devil.
Roll
Do you
deception?
want to roll deception or performance?
Sure. Let's roll.
You waved at them. Roll deception.
Cool. Let's go for those plus ones.
My
10.
just tried to distract
Come
them.
on, we
As I
do
just
time.
waved.
And
All fail. All fail.
the the cultist wave back. the paladin looks. You the paladin go. But I haven't seen one of those. Is this you? Is that it? That's a succubus. Why? Is she supposed to be here? The cultists go, I don't know.
I'm gonna drop down, gonna do an army salute.
You're gonna do a what?
I know how to
Oh,
do that.
yes, you do know how to do this. Okay, roll performance.
Not 20. 15!
15. Okay, the cultists say, oh, and you did a specific army salute, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
I only know one.
That's gonna be interesting. The cultist, one cultist kind of furrows his brow. The other one goes, eyebrows raise up. Says, "Oh, I didn't realize. What was that person's name again? Actually, can I have the person's name who you're related to? What's her name?
Wait, related to?
It's not related to, but like the person who was like your master.
Lilarasaura.
Lilarasaura. I didn't realize Lilarasaura was sending troops here too.
Oh my god, they're going to war!
I'm happy to hear this. You Lilarasaura, she hasn't been in too kind. She hasn't been in too nice straits with Floderite.
Do I recognize that name?
That is the Dread Empress of the Nine Hells.
Oh!
The ultimate ruler of the Nine Hells. These appear to be some of her cultists, and the troops that are sent here are directly from her.
Yes, I was sent here to assist.
That's great.
I managed to pick up some allies. They're just making their way over the wall now.
You should have sent through the gate.
There's the gate. Roll deception.
Just be like, we couldn't find it.
6!
The paladin says, "This woman seems suspicious. Are you sure she's an ally force, especially if she's not kind with your master?" The cultists go, looks at you. Is there anything you want to say or do?
I wink.
Wink.
Not in these scenarios.
Just flash your tits for a second.
Okay. Roll.
I'm trying my best to hide my tail with the tattoos on it.
Deception.
Cool.
Ooh, I can roll stealth for that.
Yeah.
22. 22. Good. You managed to hide it like right up behind your armor.
Right up the ass.
Pretty much.
That sounds painful.
It's your body
She's
part.
probably into it.
Bark tail.
That's what I meant.
And you're rolling your deception.
13.
15.
I need to get better at charisma.
Fuck me, okay? 1. The cultist.
I love Josh.
I am so good at this.
The cultist goes, you know, you seem to be, you're a succubus, right?
Yes.
Is he asking for services?
What race is he?
We can make a deal if you want.
Dwarf cultist, he looks at you, goes, oh, fuck off. I'm sure no one would make that mistake. I'm sure they wouldn't send some great succubus here from Lilarasaura's army of all things to help us if she wasn't meant to be. Come on, let's go.
The power of boners is strong.
If you wish, I can go tell my allies to come to the front gate. We didn't exactly know what we were supposed to be doing.
He goes, we were supposed to be taking care of some demons that have been holed up in the prison block, but yeah, I'm sure we should probably let them know you're here. Of course.
We'll meet you at the front then.
Of course, we should. I can lead you there if you'd like.
I should go let them know at least.
Okay, nods. As they start walking back, the way they came into the.
I turn and go. I just air out. Just a bunch of steam just comes out.
He definitely winked at you and licked his lips.
Oh.
Alrighty, I'm gonna flap my wings, come back up to the wall, and anyone that's up there go.
At this point, everybody's up. You're probably watching him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, you've already gone to do your scouting, and you went over. Roll perception.
Oh Jesus.
18.
Good. You actually managed to watch this as it's happening as you go by.
Pull that out of my ass.
As you
My tail?
as you press the corner to see what's happening at the front gates, your spider mandibles just like drop or open wide. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
It's terrifying.
You see what appears to be an army of about 10,000 shapes. Standing in front of them is what appears to be maybe 100 assorted devils, and maybe devils and cultists, and another few dozen acolytes, priests, and paladins behind the deva. They're standing all facing off, and the deva, the bone devil, and five, it almost kind of like a starfish-looking thing, all seem to be conversing somehow.
You know that like 30 Seconds to Mars song, like Indestructible, with that opening, where it's just like, yeah, like just like the sirens, like that's what's going through my head right now. Can I like eavesdrop a little bit?
You rolled a good perception, yes. Also, if you want, you may roll a religion check to see what these shapes are.
I mean, I think honestly we would have been speaking in Infernal during that conversation.
Yeah, probably.
I have a +1. That's a total of 6. Yeah.
You have no fucking clue.
I'm a spider.
You see a bunch of.
I know Lolth is a thing.
Wolf's a thing, and otherwise, there's a bunch of different shapes, all with spindly legs and arms, wielding various things like daggers and javelins. It's a massive army with very with puckered lips and weird eyes.
Are they doing like the duck face? Like
Yeah.
Look at all those triangles.
You see that? There's only. You see that they seem to be ordered in. You see that these. You can tell this is about 10,000 because you see. We'll look at maybe 100 cubes that are perfectly in line, and each cube seems to be maybe about.
your OCD must be so happy.
It is. I love it.
Let's kill one.
Maybe about 100. Every cube has about 100 or so of these shapes. Well, it's like gonna be mainly circles, a couple weird box things, triangles, but each one ends in a triangle. Beside the giant starfish thing is a couple of cubes, and there's just it's gonna be very extremely orderly and 100% like everyone's in exact perfect positions.
Like mindless, orderly.
Maybe. Yeah. They look like they're either extremely well trained, like insanely well trained, or they're mindless. What was your perception check again?
18.
Yes.
You see that these things seem to be.
Nat 20.
These things seem to be mechanical in nature.
So if it rains, are we okay?
It's not raining, it's sunny for the next 24 hours.
You checked.
Their faces seem like they're kind of fleshy, and maybe kind of the way that more like plastic.
Do they look like they're related to brother?
No. Very different types of mechanical. They look.
Are they smaller?
No, they're all about your size, actually.
Can we call the giant?
That's kind of.
What if we just call the giant to stomp on them?
But the what is it? The starfish looking thing? It's actually about double your size. It's like 15 feet tall.
Fuck.
Are there any snakes?
Along with the deva is one of the flying snakes kind of circling in the air above the group. What languages do you know?
Not a lot.
Celestial, deep speech.
I know thieves can't common and be speech.
Yeah. Okay. You understand nothing. You don't hear anything. What's going on?
Nothing.
I don't understand it, or I don't hear anything.
You hear things. You don't understand it.
Okay.
And I think that's what we're gonna call it for today. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Okay.
Bye.
Don't worry, we only have to kill 27 of them. Because 9,973 is a prime number and cannot be made into a grid pattern in anything but a 1 by 9,973 line.
Okay, now we're really going. We have to include that, and it makes me very angry. Okay.
You don't understand his feelings for a prime number.
That's a possible number. We can do that.
Yeah.
Just 27.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.